Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Welcome to another transformation table. We are now in the 6th week. Can you imagine 6 weeks of growth already done? And we keep learning day by day. I know I've been in this journey. It has been so much excitement, and I've had so much fun while I'm learning with you. Like, you know, I'm just a facilitator of this transformation table put together by the John Maxwell team based on the Change Your World leadership. We all are leaders, and that's why we have gathered. We have used our time during the Muslim fast, where we work less hour to start this growth journey. And here we are after 6 weeks on the last day on the lesson of multiplication. My name, as you already know, is NG Wanko. I'm a trained professional engineer working with one of the biggest oil and gas company in the Middle East as an external interface lead coordinator. And I have been awarded twice the best employee of my company in 2016 and 2019. And in 2020, as John taught us, I stepped forward and became the overall best employee, which was given to outstanding individual, where I manage external interface for approval to make sure that the work goes smoothly, of course, with excellent communication. I'm also a certified trained speaker coach with the Maxwell leadership, formerly known as the John Maxwell team. Also, I am a certified DICS behavior analyst, where I use to do my coaching. I'm a renowned member of the Empowered Living Community. The Empowered Living Community is made of 26,000 entrepreneurial leaders and coaches all around the world, and where I serve as an online ambassador, and I hold twice weekly Facebook Live show based by my mentor and my leader, Paul Martinelli. I'm also a facilitator and a lifetime volunteer, also a trained DICS analysis coupled together. I am also a diversity inclusive trainer. Finally, what I do for where I do, I'm going on the journey. I'm also a servant leader of the Learn to Lead Consult, one of the aspiring leadership development company here in the Middle East. Of course, you know, I'm married and I live in Qatar with my 3 kids and wife. So I welcome you on this last day of our transformation table, and we'll just jump right into our lesson, multiplication. By sharing your experience, you help yourself and others. See, we have grown 6 weeks. In this last 6 weeks, we have all grown. It has been a journey for each and every one of us, and it has been a journey of multiplication. After these 6 weeks, we can never remain the same. We are not the same. I believe, Maureen, you can attest to that. You are not the person you were when we started in April. Do you have anything to say about this, Maureen? Okay, Marcus.
Sorry.
Okay. I say we have learned 6 weeks already, and I believe you're not the person that you used to be in this last 5 weeks. So do you have anything you want to share with us?
Oh, sure, yes.
Okay, so go ahead.
We've learned about like honesty, and well, we've learned about honesty, and like it's very important for our daily lives. When we interact with people, when we interact like in our workplace, the people we meet, you know, we have to be honest in everything we do, so that at least people can gain access to like tell us more about them. Because if we are not honest, people will just lose, will not have any more ideas like how they will be of help to us or anything. And then like taking time to talk to people. So like at work, like I've taken time to listen to people, to just wait for people, like when they are talking, I just want to wait for them. I don't just confuse them. And at least for the last 6 weeks, I think I'm so different, and I'm so slow to talk and more of listening. So it has really helped. And I think like before, for instance, I used to like sometimes I call my mom and then I challenge her in so many ways, like, why is this not on? Why is this something not done? Like I've learned so much patience. I've learned to listen to her as well when she speaks, because sometimes I was like impatient. I couldn't wait for her to say things, like this one was not done, but it was to be done this week. So like for her also, I've tried to tell her to be taking time. Just take time when you respond to people, take your time. Some people may come and annoy you, but you have to take time. So there's that speed of life that we have increased. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was, that was some wonderful story. I hope you will share your story with us on the link and on the page. It's so touching, so amazing that we have all grown. So, Chris, please, can you go ahead? What have you learned these 5 weeks, and how has the lesson transformation table affected you personally?
Okay, thank you, sir, and good evening to everyone. To me, I think we have learned, and I have learned a lot. I have improved my intrapersonal and interpersonal skills and knowledge, and especially on the topic of listening and the last one that we did on forgiveness. I'm this kind of like, before I forgive, I have to weigh, like I'll put everything on a weigh scale to know when I should forgive and if I'll forgive or not. But especially what we said on forgiveness, that it should be a choice and should start with oneself. That was a very strong point on me. On listening again, I may say like, I have improved, I know that. That is from experience. I have improved. And honestly, I can say as a person, I'm somewhere ahead now. I've improved myself. I can do my own analysis and see like, okay, through this table, I have gained this. I'm well informed in this. And I think even with my relationship with others, my peer is not on a higher notch. I thank you, sir. I thank everybody for participating. And for me, I say it was 5 weeks well spent to me, although I know I have missed one.
No problem. Amazing, amazing. Last week was awesome. We had our communication manager from the John Maxwell team, Change Your World, joined us. But you can go to YouTube. The lesson is there. You can watch it over and over at Learn to Lead Consult. Make sure you tell your friend to subscribe, follow us on Facebook and also on Instagram, Learn to Lead. Every lesson that we have gone through is there. So without wasting much time, we just jump into today's lesson. The lesson is on multiplication. Multiplication says, when you stop asking, what can I do for others to help them, and start asking, what can I do with others to train them, you shift from addition to multiplication. That's what John Maxwell said. Multiplication is something sometimes we say. The former president, the famous president, John F. Kennedy, he said something. He said, don't think what America can do for you as a person. Think what you can do for America. As a volunteer team leader of the FIFA World Cup 2020 in Qatar, This has always been my message to my colleagues, to my volunteers. Always tell them, look, don't think, for me as a resident of Qatar, Qatar has been awesome. Qatar has blessed me. I came as single, I'm married. So Qatar has been awesome. So this is just an opportunity to add. So I'm not thinking, what are we gain? What are we get out of the FIFA World Cup, out of being volunteer? You know, some people are looking, are they paying or are they not? But see, now I have gone past addition. Now I'm doing multiplication. I'm tightening my time to the Qatar as a nation. So even I told you a story in one of our lessons. Sometimes when you volunteer out of something, you will see an opportunity. So coming to multiplication, you say by sharing your experience, you help yourself and others. By me taking out time, sharing my experience from Change Your World. Of course, this 6 weeks has been an awesome growth for me. Today is the 6th week. So the last 5 weeks has been growth of addition. Now I have just moved to multiplication because why? I have added value, and not just to you people taking out your time. Can you imagine the commitment? Every week we have been here from 6 to 7, learning and sharing one another. So this lesson does not just stop today. This is just only a first phase. We have just done it, and I commit you and I congratulate you for having started and finished, because not everyone that started that completed the training. So we have just moved a step further, and I thank you for sharing your story. You know that we are using same. Someone just said no link, but the same link. Can Macris, can you reshare the link again? It's the same link that we are using on our chat. Okay, while you're listening, he said multiplication. He said if you want to do a job that was really important and very difficult, what would you try to do? It by yourself, or would you rather work with skilled people to help you to accomplish it? You know, sometimes in Africa, most of all, I want to do it alone to show. No, John Maxwell said something I like. He said, if you want to travel far, you travel alone. But if you want to make a significant impact, you travel light, you travel with people. So what if you needed someone to do a crucial task at work or to help a member of your family? Would you pick anyone at random? No. Just for me, if I want someone to go and pick my kids, if my wife is not available from school, I don't just think of anybody and just, even if I'm sending a taxi guy, I used to have one permanent taxi guy that I always send on an errand because he is always there. He can always deliver. He has just been the guy. So you will always know, just like in marriage, if you want to pick a friendship, even right now, you yourself, you will know that there are some things some people will say, no, that they don't entice you any longer because you have moved forward. You don't need to sit where you used to sit any longer. You know, you will look, you will be carefully choose someone and prepare that person well to accomplish the task. If you have a building, that you need to build or something, you don't just go and send your money to anybody, but you normally send your money to someone that you trust, someone you know that can do. What would you do if you wanted to launch a new program, start a new business, or develop a new team? What will you do? Donald, can you mute, please? Okay. Yeah, I've muted him. Okay, so what will you do if you want to start a new business, if you want to start a new organization? What will you do? Okay, so just think about what you as a person want to do or want to achieve if you want to start something new. You don't pick anything if you want to start a new. So remember that we are all here to learn. This table is transformation table where we grow together. We don't judge each other. So what do? You were the only person who knew how to do it, but you couldn't set aside your current responsibility to make it happen. Can you imagine? You are just in that organization to develop a new team for your organization, and you are just the only person who know how to do it. No. you cannot do it all alone. All three this scenario require others to achieve. There's something that comes to mind as a Christian. There's one story we heard in the Holy Book where they said when Jesus told Peter to cast the net, what did he do? He just took his net and cast. But when he caught so many fishes, he asked people to help him. Can you imagine if the same time they told him to cast the net, Jesus, if he also did the same thing and asked his friends and everyone to cast the net, they will all have so many to catch. If your vision, as you are Maureen, Marcus, Olu, Donald, if your vision, what you have doesn't scare you, then you have to think again. Very soon, we're going to have Put Your Dream to Test in the next quarter. I'm going to arrange a one-day seminar, Put Your Dream to Test, so that you know if what you're living is your dream or you're living someone else's dream. But that is to say that your dream must be bigger than you. The bigger or more important of the activity, the greater the need to find and prepare people to work together with. If you want to open a salon in Kenya, if you want to open a business, you have to look for someone, you have to prepare the person. That's why John Maxwell teaches us in the law of significance, in the 7 indisputable law of teamwork. It says, 1 is too small a number to achieve greatness. Team of people working together are always capable of doing greater things than individual working alone. If I need to carry a 20 kg, I don't need to call anybody. I might just struggle and carry 10 kg, I'll just lift it. But when I need to carry 100 kg, I will ask people, able-bodied person, I will look at the stature of the people, I'll look at their muscle before I will call them to help me. I won't just go and call any random person. That is what this lesson is teaching us. So the process of finding that good people, asking them to join you and preparing them to success is what John called multiplication. When you teach others to do what you do, you train them to teach others the same thing. The multiplication is everyone effect. Okay? The multiplication is everyone effect, and that multiplies everyone effect and effectiveness. So having said that, when you teach someone to do, you call people to table, you want to do a job, even yourself, if you become very resourceful, you find out that they will give you more job. But the person that doesn't do more, they don't give him anything, because nobody likes failure. Nobody likes the job undone. So for those that work, they will call them, they will ask them to do more. You always see that in organization, no matter where you are, when they say, oh, this person come, they will only call those people that are always available, that they know that they can use. Okay, not the people that they cannot use. That is what we are saying. So that is multiplication. So have you ever heard the expression, I see this one, okay, give someone a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach someone how to fish and he can feed himself for a lifetime. Sometimes we call our relative, they ask for money, you give someone a fish, you tell him. But look at this same lesson that I've just shared with you. Can you imagine 1.2 million, over 1.2 million have already done this 6 weeks lesson all around the world. And the number is going to triple by the end when we had our summit. Please make sure you attend that summit. Make sure you register. We already shared the link, and tell your friend to register. It's just a 1 hour. Just come and learn and increase. Why do I know? Because I have been blessed. I have been opportune. I have grown. Can you imagine that here we are after 6 weeks, we have over 10 people or 6 to 10 people every week coming in and going out, how much they would have impacted their life. Like the story that we just shared now, I know how to talk to my mom now. Just can you imagine that will increase your communication, that will increase your relationship with your mom. And she will be surprised. What has happened to my daughter? She might not tell you, but believe in me that she can say, oh, what is happening to you? Okay, the principle of multiplication can be used to teach values to your family. You can teach it to your friends, to your colleagues, to people, to your co-worker. Can be used to train workers in the business. It can be employed to develop leaders to start new initiatives, okay? It can be harnessed to make businesses in the lives of others and improve our world. That is what we are talking about. How does this multiplication work? It is not complicated, but it does not take time. Intentional effort and a 5-step process John has used and taught over the decade. So we are going to look at this 5-step, John Maxwell has used over the years to share with us. This 5-step, he has used over 5 steps. He has shared it with us over the leaders all around the world. This man is just changing life, everything. So step number 1, we will take it like we always do, and I will share my screen now so that we can, just let me know if you can see the screen. Right? You can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So step number 1. Okay, Olu, you're going to read step number 1 on multiplication. It says step number 1.
Step number 1 says, I do it. The multiplication process begins with your learning to do a job well. You cannot effectively take someone to a place you have never been. You must become competent at a task before you can train someone else to do it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Olu. See, you have to say, who is your leader? I don't follow anybody. I want to know who you follow before I can follow you. I want to know who you learn from. Who you learn from matters. In this world now, everyone wants to be a leader. Everyone wants to be a coach. Who you learn from matters. That's what we are saying. So you must be competent. Tomorrow when you see me on CNN or on the World Center, you say, oh, how did it come about? But this is how we have started. We are doing it gradually. So I am learning from world leaders, people like Paul Martinelli, Chris Robinson, John C. Maxwell, who is our mentor. So who you learn from matters a lot. So who do you learn from? So step number 2, Marcus, you're going to read step number 2. You're mute, Marcus. You're mute. You're mute.
Sorry.
Okay, so start again. Step number 2.
Okay, step number 2. I do it and you are with me. The fastest.
Should I increase the letter? Okay, I think we lost her there. In step number 2, we lost her. Okay, he said the fastest and most effective way to help others learn to do what you do is demonstration. I think we shared the lesson last week. We say children always learn more from what they see their parents do. Okay, go ahead, Marcus, you're back. Sorry, dear.
Oh, sorry for that.
No problem.
I was in step number 2. I do it and you are with me. The fastest and most effective way to help others learn to do what you do is demonstration, showing them how to do it as you do it. If you are dedicated to training other people and multiplying your efforts, you should always take someone with you to work alongside you and learn.
Thank you so much, Margaret. Thank you so much. So, we have people that look up to us. We don't always tell them, oh, do it like this. I go, when I want to wash dishes, I show my children how to wash dishes. I don't just say, oh, sometimes that's the difference between a boss. A boss will only tell the people, do like this, do like this, do like this. and he will sit back. But a leader, a good leader, will show his team how to do it. He will step forward. He will be the one in front to lead this team. That's why you see commanders are always in front. They are always moving their people. So that is so amazing. You should always take someone along. We see a wonderful picture of parents. You can see a father dragging his son, showing him his way. So if there is someone in your life, show him, not just by speaking it, but you have to show him that you walk in integrity and that you are walking the way that you walk the talk. Sometimes we say, talk is always cheap, but it's to do it that is most difficult. Thank you so much, Marcus. Maureen, are you there? Can you take step number 3 of multiplication? Maureen, step number 3, multiplication. Maureen, are you there? Okay, so I will pass and I will take step number 3. You say, you do it and I am with you. As soon as the person accompanying you understand how to do the task, he should be doing it instead of you. Your role at that point is to become a coach. This is show me the way. You understand? You are not showing the person the way. You do it. You show the person. You lead. Okay? That is step number 4. Step number 4. No, that was step number 3. So you are coming. So after you finish, just imagine you have a sibling or you have younger one, or you even have children, like Oluya has children. So you can imagine after telling them, oh, this is how to sweep or this is how to wash, you teach them. After they must come of age, you don't go back to show them anymore. You just say, okay, go and do the dishes. The person automatically has done it. Can you imagine what that relief must have done to you? Same way when you do in your job, when you show people the way to do it, don't be scared that, the more you teach, the more you learn, the higher you go. Okay, that is what multiplication is all about. Olu, can you help us with step number 4?
Step number 4, you do it. When the people you're training can do the job without coaching. Okay, I'll go back. Step number 4, you do it. When the people you're training can do the job without coaching, hand it off to them. Even if they don't do it as well as you do, empower them to be successful without you.
Thank you so much, Olu. That was amazing. So you do it, you tell people what to do. Sometimes you say, oh, you're not doing it the way I do it. Don't worry, just keep doing it. Not doing it. Just keep showing them. Okay. Marcus, Maureen, we can't hear you. Can you hear us? Because we can't hear you. And you're mute. Check your mic. Check your mic in your system. I think something is wrong. Okay. So let's see step number 5. Marcus, you are going for step number 5.
Okay, number 5. You do it and someone is with you. After you've completed step 4, you might think you are finished. But step number 5 is where multiplication really starts. Ask the person you just trained to bring someone with him to train. When each person who learns teaches a new person, the multiplication process never ends.
Thank you so much, Marcus. Absolutely. So this is what we're going to do. Now, if this transformation table has been an impact with you, you have to tell your friend, let them watch it. You have to comment on the YouTube and also on our Instagram, Learn to Lead Consult. And you also need to bring your friend when next we are going to organize the training. Remember, for anybody to go to the action table, he must have completed the transformation table. So I believe that all of us, we will move to the transformation and the action table. So tell your friend about this. When we have an opportunity, we are going to do it one more time, 5 more weeks before the end of the year. When is multiplication powerful? I like to say this: when is multiplication powerful? When you share the experience, insight, and skill that have changed your life for a better. When a couple in a broken marriage learn how to improve their relationship and they turn around and help other couples. You know, the things that challenge me as a person in marriage, I have used it to also help other people. It can change the couple's marriage. You understand? Everybody don't need to go through the same experience. Sometimes we learn from other people's experience. And when we learn from other people's experience, it is much better. Can you imagine the experience we're getting from this table has been the lesson of John Maxwell over time. So that's why we are here. So you will help someone. Imagine when a successful business person teaches a patronage how to lead and do business well, it changes that person's life and improves the life of other people who work with him. I have someone that did this. There are people now, there is this guy in Nigeria, they call him Obi Kubana. He has been translating several things. He's a socialist, but he has been teaching people. But beyond that, look at Dangote. He came, how does he came about? Dangote is the African richest man. He came about through his uncle, and that was the person that taught him. Can you imagine how many people he himself must have improved their life and taught them how to do business? There were pitfalls that he knew, and the uncle fell in, and he didn't. Dan Tata, who was the uncle, fell into it, but he himself didn't fall because the uncle told him, no, do like this, do like this. Someone that comes to tell you, okay, take credit, take loan, bank with finance. No, he will also change the game. So we learn from people's experience, that from people close proximity, not from people that are far from us. We learn from people that are close, people that are teaching, because if you're far, you cannot learn from that person. When someone's life is changed by embracing good value, and that person helps others to embrace and live those same values, every aspect of their life improve. Imagine guys, young married guys, all of them, they had someone that teaches them that, look, adultery is bad, that you don't need to teach on your spouse, both for the wife, coming from the woman, look, we don't need to cheat on our spouse, or from the men, that you don't need to cheat on your spouse. Can you imagine what that circle of young couples must have done to improve their life? So if you're willing to share your life, your experience, your value with others, it helps them to live a better life. It enrich your life also and make you a positive difference in this world. That is what we are all doing. If you're willing to change your life, if you are willing to add value, that is what I've made up my life to do from several years as I signed up to be a transformational leader, not just any leader, but I do what my leader says, and I'm improving life, not what other people says. That is why I love the Maxwell leadership, and I'm committed to it. And right now I'm moving forward. So also I just found a community of coaches, you know, the empowered living, and I've joined myself to that organization so that I can also affect Africa, can also affect Asia, from wherever you are. That is why in Change Your World, no matter where you are, you can make a change. You can make a change wherever you are. So briefly, because our time is just fast, man, let's see the benefits of multiplication. When you engage in multiplication, you experience the following. Okay, Gloria, just mute. Okay, I've muted you. So let's start again. Marcus, here we go. When you engage in multiplication, you experience the following benefit. Number one.
Benefit number one, you gain the assistance of other people, making the work you do easier.
Oh, thank you so much, Marcus. You know, when people help you, good people, you surround yourself with good people, they help you to make the work easier. Like I told you the story of carrying a bag of cement. If 2 people carry it, it's easier. If 3 carry it, it's easier. Just imagine if 5 people carry, they put it on something, it will be like no weight at all because the load must have been distributed to each and every one of them. Okay, Maureen, can you take step number 2, benefit number 2? Maureen? Okay, so we pass. Gloria, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, take step number 2, benefit number 2.
The benefit number 2, you add value to other people by teaching them skills and increasing their abilities.
That is what we are doing from Learn to Lead Consult. If we want to add value to anyone that comes, see, this training, this transformation table doesn't stop here. We will keep learning. If there is anything, any field you want, even if I can't have the answer, I know someone that might have the answer. So don't hesitate to reach out to anyone that have the skill that you are looking for, okay? Don't hesitate. Okay, Olu, can you help us with step benefit number 3? Olu?
Benefit number 3, you offer people opportunities they would not get on their own.
Bravo, thank you so much, Olu. I appreciate that. You offer people opportunity. No one is an island. Some people have just been given, just a lifetime opportunity, and they are now standing on their own. Okay, thank you so much. So, Maureen, are you there? Benefit number 4.
Yes, benefit number 4. You develop better, more effective team.
Thank you so much, Maureen. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you. So that was amazing. You develop better, more effective team. Your team, everyone. No one is the weakest link because you know the ability of each and every one. So you put a round peg in a round hole and a square plug in a square hole. So you don't just give someone that doesn't have the ability to do the job. As you train your team, say, learn from this person, learn from you. We all keep moving from one another. Okay, Gloria, benefit number 5. Gloria, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, benefit number 5.
Benefit number 5, you increase your influence and your ability to create positive change.
Thank you so much. So these are the steps that we need to follow. Thank you so much. You increase. So steps to follow. So let's go to step to follow. Marcus, you are going to go. Number 1, step to follow for multiplication. Step number 1.
Recognize where you can add value to people. What skills or experience do you possess that you can share with others to help improve their lives?
Thank you so much, Marcus. This is why I am here. This is why we are all here. This is why we have come here to improve. To what skills, what is your selling point? We used to say the 80-20 rule. You have to know what you are best at. Work on that thing that you are best at while you're also working on the other area. So you improve yourself, you possess, what skill do you have to be your greatest selling point? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Maureen, better step to follow for multiplication.
Invite someone to work alongside you. Find someone who wants to improve their life and would benefit from your experience. Invite that person to learn from you.
Thank you so much. That's why I am grateful to Margaret. Margaret knew all of you. She has also benefited from several of my courses, from several of my programs, So I just told her, we just chatted, she just said, oh, can you? I say, yes, we can. So she has benefited and she is making you and me again to benefit from one another. That's why, because she wants your life to improve from the experience she had. So she is also improving one another. That she's just a wonderful experience that I have to say concerning this one. She has benefited and she shared it, and we are all benefiting now. Okay, so number 3, step to follow for multiplication. Number 3, Olu.
Number 3, use the 5-step process to train someone. Follow the process outlined in this lesson. You do it while they are with you. They do it while you are with them. They do it. And then they do it while someone is with them to learn.
Thank you so much, Olu. Amazing. So that is self-explanatory. So you follow the 5 steps. So you do it while they are with you, while they watch you do it, not you telling them what to do and you're not doing it. We are not boss, we are leaders. Leaders are the ones that change their world. We are here to change our world. So we do it. We show them how to do it. While they are with us, they do it. We watch them do it. We don't say, okay, do it, and we look away so that they don't get accident. We watch them do it, just like someone teaching his son or going to a driving school to learn. They show you, this is the simulation. They show you how to drive. They let you drive. Then you have your driving license. So, and that is how the life becomes. And when you become an expert in driving, you can tell someone, okay, this driving school is good. They tell you what to do, they show you what to do, and they let you do it, and you pass your driving test. So you tell the person, even after the person has passed his driving test. I remember when my wife passed her driving test, I used to still show her how to drive, so that she can be confident to drive. Now she can drive several locations, several times without me being around. So that is what we can do for one another. Be in our office place, be in our family, we help other people to grow. Number 4, and I'll take number 4, it says, encourage that person to train someone else. So I encourage you to bring someone else, to train someone else, if this has added value to you. And also encourage you, because Action Table has added value to me. So I encourage you for us to move to the Action Table. Again, I also encourage you, please download the lesson. Go to the Change Your World on your tab and download today's lesson so that you can have the complete percentage that we have completed this lesson. So the most important part of multiplication is having the trained person train someone. There is something we call in our organization, train the trainer. So you train someone to train another person. So we call it train the trainer. You train someone to become a trainer. Yet it is part of the most often neglected thing. So follow up with the people you have trained. I will follow up with you once in a while, so that I know what you are doing, so that I keep type. After 2 weeks, I will come back to you and keep encouraging you to train someone, to bring someone, to ask someone to watch the videos, watch them on YouTube, watch them, give a comment. If any of the lessons, go to YouTube, learn to Liconzo, watch them. That is how we know that we have impacted life. The more we get the message out there, the better for us. So train someone until they do it. Make sure, ask your friend, share the link, ask him, have you watched it? Have you seen it? Would you want to participate in another one? So that is how we are going to do it. Okay. So without, we have done so much and reflection. So reflection, and I'll stop sharing my screen now. Okay, so we keep reflection. What have you done? Where is your multiplication lesson that you have done? Evaluate. If I say evaluate, when you go there, evaluate yourself, demonstrate this quality that you have done. No, someone that have demonstrated this quality, I can say in multiplication, I'm in 6. Look, I'm in 6 and I want to be at 8 when next we move to the Action Table. So why did I give myself an 8? Because I'm not where I am supposed to be. I have not trained the next people, the next generation that I want to train, even in my department, even in my office. So what benefit would I receive by improving my rating? One of the benefits I will receive is that the job will not be as cumbersome as it used to be. I will have more helping hand and more people. And also as a leader and a coach and a professional speaker and trainer, I will have more engagement. It will increase my remuneration, and also I will also impact more people and we reach out to more people. Who do you know and simplify this quality? What do you admire most about that person? One person I know, the lesson of multiplication, is John C. Maxwell. See, he does it so well. He started the John Maxwell team leadership just a few years ago. In fact, it's just 11 years ago, but now he has over 40,000 coaches all around the world, certified 40,000, not just from anyhow. So what specific action I'm going to take to improve my rating? For me, I'm going to encourage, write a mail in the next 2 weeks, each and every one of us, to come back to the action table. So this is what I'm going to do. So let's just take 1 minute and share your evaluation and just see what you have done and just share your experience. Remember to share your experience on it. So I'll start with Marquis. Do you have something to say? Do you want to share anything? Hello, Marquis. Yeah.
Hello, thank you, sir.
Yeah, on the lesson.
Okay. Where am I now? Okay, sorry for that. What I
Okay.
was to say is,
Huh?
hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, for one, I think the whole content of what you've been learning is fun. To me, I say it's fun. And more so now when it comes to the multiplication part of it. Socially, I can say like, we'll be having leaders that will be new leaders coming day in, day out, and friendship continues, leadership continues. And that's how we'll have the world changers, the transformers.
Okay, thank you so much.
So my system is not very clear from my side, but it's okay.
Okay.
And again, I think it's a great experience. It's a great experience that will be enjoyable, educative, knowledgeable, and also it is shareable. You know, there are some experiences that before you deliver, before you bring it home from one person to the another, there's a challenge. But with the transformation table, I guess it doesn't, it is fun, it is enjoyable, it is shareable, and it is educative at the same time. That's what I can say for now.
Thank you so much. Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you. Okay, so Maureen, you are next to go on multiplication. What do you have to share on the lesson?
Well, with multiplication, I think this is what we live with, and it's just within us. This thing is just within us. Like we have to, so many times we get maybe issues from our friends and we have to tackle it. So at least now we have an idea of how we're going to do it. Like sometimes you tell someone, you know, we cancel people. Sometimes you don't really feel that you've canceled someone, but sometimes I'm sure some people come to us maybe seeking for assistance on how to go through issues, even as you said before, sometimes family issues, sometimes like now we are working far from our families, far from, like when you share to someone that it's okay, you know, it's okay not to be okay. Just tell someone that one day everything will be okay. And like you tell that someone that, you know, or sometimes maybe like us that we came to maybe this far long time ago, maybe 4 years, 3 years ago, maybe sometimes we find some people coming in now and they need our help. So sometimes we'll tell them, it's okay, just be patient, you know, everything will be okay. So they go knowing that everything will be okay. So when others come to them also, they will spread the same gospel that it's possible. Someone can stay for 3 years in this land. So even so, if I can stay, then you can also stay. So that one will go spreading the message, and that's how multiplication table will like will add value here.
Thank you so much. That was absolutely wonderful, wonderful, beautiful. You know, that was a great one from you. I appreciate that. You know, I've been telling people, yeah, they came. So Gloria, you're next. Hello, Gloria. Okay, so on that note, I want to thank each and every one of you. So we are going to go back and download the lesson, download the lesson and register and listen. So we have come to the end of the transformation table. I just want to thank you, and I know you're going to change your world. Okay, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so